Before we start, some technical words today is condensation, evaporation, collection, and precipitation. The water cycle. You will need scissors, pencils, thin light blue strip of paper ×4, a thick blue strip, a thick white strip, a word list and a glue stick. Our first step is to lay down our collection point, which is the water, lakes or streams, and also our white strip, which is going to be our clouds. Now what we want to do here is to glue down these streams of evaporation or precipitation. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and lay these around the paper these strips of paper to be about halfway up each strip. So I'll bring this down a little bit. I'm sure you can get most of that on the screen there. And my fourth one. I want to spread these out fairly evenly between each other. So we're looking a little bit like this. Now I'll go ahead and glue those down. Okay, now that you've got that all glued down, turn it over. And we'll need to start to label each section. Our condensation area, our evaporation going up, precipitation coming down, and our collection area. So let's go ahead and start to label those. First thing we're going to do is take this and cut these up into strips, just like this. A small trick I use to keep it fresh in my mind, that evaporation goes up. So I've turned my label from the uppercase letter heading up this way, evaporation. So I read it this way, condensation, and I read precipitation going down. Precipitation comes in the form of hail, snow, rain, mist. Now I know that collection points are areas like lakes and so on. The ocean is our biggest body of water. I'm going to label this or decorate this with waves and then glue down my label of collection at the bottom there. Okay. Now condensation, this is where our clouds are formed. So I'm going to draw my clouds. You might be better at drawing clouds than me. And I'll glue that down there in a moment. Condensation. Now evaporation comes in the form of steam. We can't really see steam, so I'm going to draw some grey, just water drops to be symbolic. I'll colour those in. I'm also going to draw some arrows so that I know that evaporation is water being heated up and ascending to gather in the clouds. Precipitation is when we have, like I mentioned before, rain, hail, snow coming down. So I'm going to draw some blue arrows that come down and some raindrops. let's go ahead, glue everything down, colour everything in, and then we'll start to do our final construction. Okay, now that I've got that complete, none of the water cycle can happen without our good friend, the sun. Let's go ahead and cut this guy out. Okay, we get into the final stage. We've got our setup. What we want to be doing is running a touch of glue down here and also at these. These are going to be some little contact points for when we roll this into a cylinder. A little bit like a paper lantern. Just a bit of glue there. And then we will roll these over to make a cylinder. I'll do my sky first. I want to get these lined up, these edges lined up. That looks pretty good. I'll do the bottom as well. I'll do our collection point, the water. Oh, how good was that? How well did that line up? Pure luck, absolute luck. Absolute luck, but I'll say I'm very skilled. Okay, all done. Got a nice cylinder there. Final point is our sun that we've just cut out. And what I want to do, I want to be able to look at this from the front and see condensation and know that the sun plays an important role for condensation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that just into the back here. And there you have it, our 3D model of our water cycle. Looking forward to seeing what you create.